everybody? Welcome back to another video with 𝗙 here at Manifestation Lab. I did a little funny short yesterday or 2 days ago. YouTube has these shorts now. So I did a little funny short where I said, what should I be doing to speed up my manifestation? And I jokingly looked in the camera and I quoted or paraphrased Neville Goddard, and I said nothing. It's a funny thing, and of course, it made a few people chuckle. And it's not completely untrue, of course. Neville did say there's really very little you need to do between understanding your desire and the realization of that desire, the manifestation of that desire. But so many times, people want to know, what do I do in the meantime? What do I do in the meantime? And they think that focusing on the desire is speeding it up in some way. Or they think that, hey, I'm going to meditate 15 hours a day. I'm going to visualize hours a day. I'm going to script hours a day. And it's not to say that those things are not productive, and you should be doing those things when they feel easy for you to do. But so many times it really comes down to that you are afraid what you want isn't going to manifest. So you want to push and do something and take some action to make it all happen faster. But I want to say something different in this video, and we ignore this so many times. I've mentioned numerous times on this channel and in my videos the concept of taking the path of least resistance. And sometimes the path of least resistance is to do nothing. In other words, not nothing. I mean, don't sit on the couch and do nothing unless that feels good to you. But involve yourself in your life, in your existence. Go make friends. Go hang out with your friends. Go and get involved in a project or a hobby. But here's something else that you could be doing that we rarely talk about, okay? And I think a lot of manifesting coaches rarely talk about this aspect, and that's to embrace and really get into the practical side of life, all right? In other words, there are things for you to learn besides just what 𝗙 has to babble about all day. Of course, keep listening to 𝗙's babbling, but there are so many other things for you to learn in the meantime. And the thing about it is that there are practical aspects to human existence, to physical existence, okay? And if you're facing a knowledge gap of some kind in some area of your life, you could be taking steps to fill that knowledge gap. There are practical aspects to human relationships. There are practical aspects to handling money and business. There are practical aspects to improving your health and the way you feel physically overall, right? So I think I get the sense a lot of people, especially first-time students or early young students, newcomers to manifesting, that they want the magic formula, the magic button. And there's nothing wrong with that. The thing is, of course, manifesting and using those techniques can make your life a lot easier. But there are other things that you could be doing. The path of least resistance towards having a healthy relationship, whether it be with a new person that you desire or somebody from the past or somebody specific you have your eye on. The practical side of that is to simply learn about human attraction. Learn about dating. Learn about how people interact, right? Hone your social skills. Hone your practice and hone your not having such social anxiety, right? Practicing being comfortable around people and comfortable talking to strangers. If it's money that you want to manifest, learn about money. Where are your knowledge gaps in that area of life and of existence? You're spiritual beings, but you're spiritual beings having a human existence. So have your human experience, okay? That's what you came here for, all right? So learn those practical aspects of the things that you desire, and you'll find that the universe will give you information, give you teachers, give you books, give you videos to watch. They're little breadcrumbs leading you towards a better understanding of the topic at hand that will help you manifest and realize your desire all that much easier, okay? And it will make it less scary to you. I've coached a lot of people who, really want that specific person. And so, they get to the point where they get the text message that maybe they go on a date, but then they don't know what to say. I had a client, Ask me over and over, the date is approaching. What do I say? What do I say? What do we do? You know, and I was giving some practical advice in terms of just how to interact with people, how to move forward with romantic interests, right? There's a lot of practical information out there that isn't going to be necessarily LOA manifesting related that you could be teaching yourself. You could be learning and practicing to make yourself better at this in whatever particular specific area of life that you may be focused on. It's about building skills. Okay. The same with money. I talk about this a lot. You know, whenever you desire money, this is a thing that they can think of 2 or 3 ways to make their money. Or maybe I have to get a job, someone's going to leave me an inheritance, or I win the lottery. Those are usually the 3 things that people can imagine and conjure up in their monkey mind when it comes to getting money in their life. And so when it comes to manifesting money, I think a lot of early students of manifesting tend to think, well, the money's going to drop out of the sky. Well, it can happen like that, okay? But the thing that you could be doing in the meantime, while when you're not visualizing already having the money, visualize yourself as being successful with money. Visualize yourself as being good with money. Learn those things. You know, I read as many articles about investing and finances as I can find. You know, read the Wall Street Journal. Read these things. The most successful people in business and with money, that's what they do. They're always gathering information. They're always looking to learn new things. They're always looking at the news. What's happening right now? What are the trends? What could I be doing differently? And these are things that you could be occupying your time with that will make you so much better at handling things like money or handling things like romantic relationships, just human relationships in general. The same goes for health, okay? People want to manifest being very healthy and happy in their body and feeling good. What could you be doing right now? What could you be learning? Where's there a knowledge gap right now that you could be filling? And you'll find that if you ask those questions of yourself in a quiet moment, the universe will answer you. You ask the question, universe, what could I be doing differently right now? What information am I missing that's going to help me move forward on this path towards my greatest desire? You'll find the breadcrumbs. It could be simple. You're browsing a bookstore and there's the perfect book just staring at you. You just have an urge to pick that one out. You could just be searching for, I don't know, cornbread recipes on YouTube. Suddenly there's another seemingly unrelated video about something specific that you just feel like you need to click on that grabs your attention, and suddenly your eyes are wide open and your horizons have expanded because the person in the video is giving you information that you were lacking, right? You have those aha moments. That's the universe leaving you breadcrumbs, leading you towards the best version of yourself. Because sometimes, actually more times than not, the thing that needs to happen for you to really get towards your manifestation is that you need to change in some way. That's actually pretty much across the board always the case, I would say. I get so many people, especially with specific people that they want to manifest. How do I change them? How do I get them to like me more? How do I get them to see that being in a relationship with me is the best thing for them? You don't need to change them at all. You need to change yourself. What are you missing? What knowledge gap is there? Could you be filling up in yourself to make you, give you a better understanding of how these things work? So you're not freaked out when they contact you. You're not freaked out when you go on a date, when it's time to reconnect. You're not freaked out, about handling your money because you understand, oh, I know how money works. I see how this works. Oh, I see. Wealthy people have their finger in many different pots. I can invest in this and this and that. As I put money out, money comes back to me. Sometimes tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, right? Understand these things. Understand how markets work. Understand how businesses work. These things can help you fill those knowledge gaps and can really catapult you towards the next step along your path. And maybe that's the one thing you needed. That information, that piece of information or that set of information, or to learn a new skill in regards to something that was missing for you to have a better understanding so that then you can move to the next level towards your desire. I remember many years ago when I had also discovered manifesting, but I was in a place where I really wanted to have more romantic interactions. I wasn't doing so well in that department. And I realized, my desire was to have more, just to go on more dates, right? And just meet more people. And it wasn't happening. But as I let go, as I stepped back and I understood what the desire was, but I didn't push towards it so much, I suddenly was, directed towards books and teachers and coaches that were talking about exactly that subject. How do you create attraction between people, or how does attraction occur between human beings? What's the psychology of attraction? This is not magic stuff. You may be thinking, well, that doesn't sound like manifesting. No, it's the practical side of life. Learn the practical side of life. Sometimes that's all it takes. I think that people want to call manifesting magic, which I understand I understand why that's appealing, right? Because magic sounds amazing. Wow, I don't have to do anything. I just wave a wand and the thing appears. And yes, it can feel like that. But when it doesn't feel like magic, to call it magic, I think is sometimes counterproductive, because we want to start thinking of this stuff as being normal. And manifesting is happening all the time, whether you're manifesting things that you want or don't want. You're manifesting. You're manifesting your very existence. You manifested it. So understand it's not magic. It's a force like gravity. It's always working. And if you walk down the street and you trip and you fall on your butt, you're not cursing gravity, right? Screw this gravity stuff. It doesn't work. Damn it. That Einstein, that Newton, they're just a bunch of phonies. No, you understand it wasn't gravity's fault that you fell on your butt. It's because you weren't paying attention, or there was a thing sticking out and you tripped over it. Whatever it is, you're walking too fast. You're trying to do too many things at once. Boom, you fall on your ass, and it's not gravity's fault. So the same applies for manifesting, okay? It's not, people always go, it didn't work for me. Yes, it did. You just didn't manifest what you wanted. But just keep learning. And maybe there's a thing that you're missing. Maybe there's a practical thing that you're missing, a practical understanding that you're missing. So stop treating this stuff like magic and start treating it like just a force of nature, like gravity, like anything, like the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. It's a thing that happens. It's a thing that's always on. It's always working. And you just need to learn how to walk properly. That's all it is, okay? Little kids are always falling on their butt when they're learning to walk. Then they cry a little bit, but they get back up, and eventually they learn how to walk. It's practice. It's inevitable that they will. It's inevitable that you will learn how to do this manifesting stuff, because it's your birthright. It's who you are, fundamentally speaking, okay? So it's not magic. It's a very practical thing. And embrace the practical, non-magical side of life. Maybe you think it's tedious to read a book about finances or something. It doesn't have to be. Invite the universe to show you the fun parts of that, right? The fun way to learn that stuff. And have fun learning it, because, I think learning and information gathering are actually, for me, they're very fun. If I didn't do that or think it was fun or embrace that side of life, I wouldn't have this channel. I wouldn't be coaching people. This is all that I'm doing because I took many years to learn this stuff and to read all I could about it and to experiment. All right. I use my life as a laboratory for manifesting. That's why this channel is called Manifestation Lab. You're in the laboratory. Earth, physical reality, is the laboratory for creation. It's the creative laboratory that we come into to become better creators. So when we're back in spiritual form, we're that much better at it, right? So here we learn to do this. That's all it is. And we do it for the pure joy of it, okay? So have joy in your learning, okay? But fill those knowledge gaps if you feel you have them, or just ask the universe, hey, is there something I'm missing? Is there a piece of information I'm missing? Is there a skill that I could be learning that will help me move along my path towards my greatest desires, all right? And you'll find, if you step back after asking that, you get quiet in yourself, and you just pay attention a little bit to what's going on around you, you'll find the answers coming to you. When there's that little urge to, go in that store, pick up that book, click on that video, watch that show, call that person and have a conversation with them. Whatever it is, follow the urge, all right? It's not going to be like a burning urge, but it'll be a gentle nudge that'll just pop into your head and you go, oh, well, maybe I should follow that breadcrumb. Let's see where it leads me. And you'll find that more often than not, it will lead you towards somewhere very productive. Okay? So thanks for watching, guys. This is 𝗙C𝗿, Manifestation Lab. If you like this video, please hit like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now. Hit the bell icon. If you want to leave me a donation, you can do so down below. There's a couple links for that. If you want coaching, you can also find info for that down below. Go to my website. There's info on how to do that there. So, and share this video with anyone that you think might benefit from it. All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until next time, 𝗙C𝗿 here. Happy manifesting and bye-bye.